Hey, my name's Aiden. I'm a session drummer in Berlin, and I'm doing remote drum recording sessions from my studio here in Neukölln. So let's check it out. I've lived in Berlin since 2012, and I've been in this space for about 1.5 years now. The concept behind the studio is to allow musicians and producers to work with live drum recordings on their tracks without the expense and the difficulty of organizing a traditional studio session. I'm recording drums here every day, so that means technically everything is ready to go. I can just walk in, switch on the lights, and we can start making music. I think the two things most important to me in music are good songwriting and good feel and groove. So all the music that I'm inspired by and that I end up playing generally contains one or both of those elements. So on one side it's jazz, soul, R&B, hip-hop, this kind of lineage, and on the other side it's singer-songwriters, indie, modern folk. To me, all those styles have a certain focus on organic, warm sounds and good feeling. And that's what I'm going for when I'm working on other people's music. And what I try to bring is this vintage meets modern approach. So I love getting close to drum sounds from the 60s, 70s, 80s, or these kind of electronic, sample-inspired sounds that we hear in hip-hop and groove music today. And it's really interesting to me to try to mix new and old sounds. For this reason, I'm using mostly vintage gear or modern stuff made after vintage designs. I'm not going to nerd out too much about gear right now, but I have a really nice collection of drums, cymbals, microphones and preamps. I'm working with a lot of really high-end stuff, and it brings this warm vintage flavor that I'm looking for. My general philosophy with recording is to try to get everything right at the source. So what that means is for every song, I'm normally changing out drums and cymbals, tuning things differently, and really taking my time to find the best sound for the song. I also love working with effects and production to create sounds that don't exist in the real world. Sometimes people bring me songs that are basically finished and they want me to replicate a drum part that they've already programmed. And other times it's much more open and we go backwards and forwards talking about different feel ideas, sound ideas, groove ideas until we find the right thing for the song. Depending on the song, I'm working with multiple layers of drums, percussion, sometimes also some programmed beats. Basically, it all depends on the music that you bring me. Since building this place, I've also had a lot of other drummers come here to record, some singer-songwriters, small jazz bands, and it's always a lot of fun to have other musicians in here as well. So if you're working on some music right now, feel free to get in touch, and I'd love to see how I can contribute to your songs. My name is Aiden Keith Lowe at Lumen Studio Berlin. You can look us up on Facebook, Instagram, or on my website. Thanks so much for your time.